Alright, my name is Lawrence Ray and this is the Rose Garden. Before we get started, like always, of course, let's introduce our talented guests. Go ahead and tell people who you are.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Scott. I own Glam Artistry Co. I'm the lead makeup artist, lash tech, and brow artist there.
Perfect. So before we get into any of your makeup stuff, just go ahead and give people the background on Tiffany the person.
Pretty much the background on me is that I've always been passionate about makeup since I was a little girl. I always did, whether it was in my mom's makeup or anybody else's. I've always loved makeup. I always loved the art, transforming myself, growing up, playing with different things, and I just always loved makeup.
It just was meant to be.
Yeah, it was meant to be.
It was like that. So, before I get to these questions, of course, there was an article about you already, so I just want to shout out Voyage ATL. A lot of the questions I planned to ask you, they kind of already asked you, so I didn't want to just ask the same questions without giving this proper respect to them. So I tried to change some of the questions, but a lot of the questions they had were, kind of similar, so hopefully we can still get good answers from them. Now, from that article, I know you stated that makeup's always been a passion of yours. Explain what really got you into makeup, though.
What really got me into makeup was my mom. My mom was a hairstylist, but she always did her makeup every single day. She never missed a day, so pretty much just watching her and watching people that were around me, like my aunts, her friends. All of them wore makeup, and I always was like, I can't wait till I grow up and I can wear this and I can do this and do that. So that pretty much placed makeup into my life.
So when did you start wearing makeup?
I started wearing makeup probably around 16, when I was 16. I used to play in it, but seriously, wearing it out for people to see, I'd say 16. I bought my first pair of fake eyelashes, and it's been up ever since.
Not the lashes.
Yeah, the lashes.
So, I know you mentioned in the article that makeup is a form of art to you. I like that. It was kind of deep to me. Explain what that meant, though.
Pretty much a form of art. It's different types of makeup you can do. Of course, you can do the makeup to make you look pretty. It's editorial makeup. It's special effects makeup that people use in movies. Makeup is so universal and can be used on any and everybody. So it's pretty much an art to me because it can literally go this way or that way. So many different avenues and so many different things you can do with makeup, which is why it's an art to me. You can literally go in and make it your own thing, your own style, your own way. And it's pretty much an art.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they be doing the makeup on the movies and stuff. Have you ever thought about doing that or no?
I did special effects around Halloween and stuff like that.
Okay. So your business, you already mentioned the name of your business. In case somebody missed it, they'll say it again.
Glam Artistry Co.
Now, what made you pick that name for your business?
Pretty much, I like to glamorize myself and glamorize other people, and like we touched on previously, makeup is art to me. So Glam Artistry, and of course, Co, because I have my LLC for it. So Glam Artistry Co, it all kind of ties in together.
I like this. So how long have you been in business with that?
In business, I've been in business with makeup since 2013.
Oh, you've been around for a while then. So did you start just makeup and then add the other stuff later on, or?
Pretty much, with my business, I started doing makeup in 2013, but I just recently started taking it serious to make it my one and only income.
Okay.
But started in 2013, I just was like, I went to college and I was broke like everybody else.
So you know what I'm about to ask you next, and I told you I wanted to wait to hear it.
I might cut it. I might cut it out because it's ratchet, bro.
Okay, we want to hear how. We need the backstory on how this started.
How it started, okay. Well, I left Macon and went to college in Morrow, Georgia, which is basically on the outskirts in Atlanta. I went to Clayton State, Clayton County. Like every other college student, I was broke. The money my parents was pretty much sending me, I was blowing it through. I was buying Jordans, going out to the club 5 days out of the week. So I was broke, tired of eating ramen noodles. So I just was like, I really need some money. I need some money coming in. I didn't want to get a job. I tried to get a job. I tried to work at Foot Locker. And what else did I work?
You was spending all your check on the shoes?
Yeah.
That discount.
I only got one check for Foot Locker because I got fired that second week. I kept calling that. But I did Foot Locker, then I did Victoria's Secret.
Hold on, why you kept calling out your first week? You just started.
I didn't want to go. It was I got a social life. I had a social life, so
okay.
If I had something to do, I'd just call out, and then they were like, "Just don't come back." I was like, "Okay." So that's what happened. Well, I got 3 jobs. I got fired for all of them because I kept calling out and not going.
Hey, shout out Foot Locker though, but go ahead.
Yeah, y'all fired me, so.
She doing fine now. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I guess it's a process, but you know, losing them jobs, I just like, you know, I need something I can put myself on my own schedule and move at my own pace, and I can control my time itself. So I was like, I need a hustle. So at the time, I had a roommate there. She was from Atlanta, but she was dancing, stripping. So she just was like, oh, you know, you can kind of manage, you know, your social life in class if you just dance at night a couple nights a week. And I was like, I don't know about that. But I ended up going to the strip club interview, but I decided not to go through with it because I just didn't want to strip.
Ain't nothing wrong with that for people, you know.
I don't want my kids to figure out how to use strip, so. But, so I started doing her makeup because she would always compliment me on mine. So once I did her makeup, she would go to work, talk to other dancers. They look at her makeup, they like it, they hit me up. So I started doing her co-workers' makeup. Then people around campus heard about it. I started doing makeup around campus, and that's how I built my clientele.
I like that. I mean, I like that. That's not that bad at all.
We're not stripping like.
I mean, that's regular. I mean, let's be real. It's Atlanta, man. Strip club capital of the world.
Yeah, you're right.
9 times out of 10, everybody's gonna have somebody who strip. That ain't nothing. But I like that. Now, you mentioned, and of course, you just talked about how you had those other jobs that just, I mean, they weren't really for you. And one thing in that article that you mentioned was about you had a dream job, and then you got that job and realized it wasn't for you. So after you graduated, I guess you found a job that, you know, probably met what most people would consider the standard.
The dream job. Yeah, I did graduate from Clayton State. I got my bachelor's in legal studies, and I also got a paralegal certificate. I was gonna go on to law school, so I ended up getting an internship at the prosecutor's office.
Oh, that's dope.
And after that, I ended up going to like the alternative dispute resolution office. They do mediations or whatever. So I ended up getting a job there, and then I got a job down here in Houston County at the prosecutor's office down here. But I hated it.
Oh, you hated it?
It was stressful, and the system is exactly how it's portrayed on TV. Cricket.
What made you go all in and just finally commit to just doing makeup full time?
Pretty much what made me go all in is the job that I was on. I was miserable. I would literally go in the bathroom and cry every day because I was under that much stress, and I just was that unhappy with the job. So I decided to, instead of being sad every day and unhappy every day and pulling up and working at a place that I didn't want to work at. And also, they were having issues with letting me off. I would want a vacation. I had issues with that, and I get penalized, want to be off and different things like that. And I really wanted my own freedom and my own schedule. So that's pretty much what made me want to go full time. So I could do what I love every day and what I'm passionate about every day.
Okay, I like that. And of course, you were self-taught with doing makeup, correct? Mm-hmm. Are you willing to teach people? Do you teach people?
Yes, I teach classes. I teach classes to every day. If you want to learn how to beat your face every day, a nice little everyday beat that you can wear every day, those classes are $250. It's a one-on-one. Me and just the person, I'm just showing them how to do everyday beat.
How long are those classes? Just like a one-day thing, or how long do those classes take?
They range from variations of different hours. Like the one-on-one is about 4 hours. That's just breaking it down and letting you know how to beat your face, how to make it last, how to make it look good, foundation matching, with eyeshadow, how to contour and highlight. Teaches you everything you need to know about being able to beat your own face.
Okay, and if somebody wanted to do that, do they just write you, or can they book that on your site?
They can book it on the booking site.
Oh, okay, you got everything on that booking site.
Mm-hmm. The booking site is key.
I like that. And just again, since we talking about your booking site, say it one more time for the people.
My booking site is an Acuity booking site. It's glamartistryco.as.me.
Just like that. You mentioned, of course, you opened your own shop in Macon first, right?
Mm-hmm. I rented a studio space inside of another shop.
Oh, that's dope. So you started there, then you went to Atlanta. What What made you choose those 2 locations to start out with? Because you already had like a clientele, or?
I pretty much had a clientele up there in Morrow, which is basically South Atlanta. So I had my clientele up there, and I had a homegirl that had a shop. So I would rent out a booth space with her to accommodate the Atlanta clientele. And since I had moved back to Macon, I was able to get a space down here too. So I was able to bounce back and forth.
That makes sense. Are you still just in those locations, or are you other places now?
I'm still bouncing back and forth, but I just recently relocated in Macon to another location.
You want, just in case somebody watches and want to book you, you need to tell them where you at. You want to say that for later?
I can't say it for later.
I mean, it's your world. Just live in it. Whatever you want to do, man. And do you travel? Like, if somebody can't make it to these areas, do you? I know some.
Yes, I travel.
Yeah. So you travel. Is there a certain like area you won't travel past, or you just go anywhere?
No, I travel anywhere as long as I'm being accommodated.
That's facts. That's facts. Now, I know you mentioned, a lot of the challenges you faced and how you overcame them. Now, I don't really want you, like I said, if people want to hear that, then there's already an article, so I don't want to just have you 2 different places saying the same exact stuff. But for somebody who, for whatever reason, don't have time to read the article, do you want to touch a little bit on maybe some of those challenges and what you did do to overcome them?
Yeah, definitely. I faced a lot of challenges starting back up and, doing makeup. Makeup is expensive. It's a lot of money out of pocket. If you want a kit, a nice, good kit that's going to provide quality makeup, it's expensive. Foundations are $50 a bottle.
How much this stuff be costing?
Foundations are $50 a bottle. The foundations I use NARS and Lancome. That's $50. That's $50 a pop, and you need at least 12 shade ranges.
See, you over my head. What is shade ranges? Is that just like the
from the red bones to the darker ladies.
Does that cost extra on top of the foundation, or does that come with it?
What?
I don't know, like the foundation.
The shades?
Yeah, the shades.
No, I mean it's all the same.
Okay.
Yeah, hell no, yeah, man.
Y'all know nothing.
You have different shades to accommodate different people.
So are all those $50 or like?
All of them $50.
So you gotta get at least. Oh, okay.
At least 12. Yeah. Oh, whoa, you ain't heard nothing yet. Yeah, so starting out, I had to buy all my foundation shades, and I had different types of foundation because not every foundation works on every different person. So, some people have oily skin, some people have dry skin. So starting out, I had to get my whole kit. And the kit all together just to start off, I can say to build my kit off the rip, I spent $2K.
I can imagine if that was just foundation, just short out.
Eyeshadow palettes and.
Oh, that added up quick, man. So that was just one of the challenges. Was there another challenge you had over? I mean, clearly money would probably have been the biggest challenge.
Money was definitely the biggest challenge because I really had to hustle and bustle and get the money up and make sure I had everything I needed in my kit to do the type of makeup that I wanted to do. But another challenge I faced, of course, was building my clientele. I was up there in Atlanta when I started and I came back home. I didn't know whether or not people, were going to support me or, trust me to touch their face. I was fresh back from Atlanta, so, it was kind of hard. But, once I started doing makeup and posting my work, the clientele came. I just had to trust the process. It was some weeks I had 1 client, 2. Some weeks I had 20, 30 clients. It's just... up and down. It was up and down, up and down. And I just didn't let it deter me. I just was like, I just gotta trust the process.
Has it evened out now? Do you have like a consistent clientele?
Yeah, it's evened out now. Thank God. If it didn't, I know if I did go to strip club.
I ain't playing with you like that.
But yeah.
So for somebody, what's your standard rate? Like, again, I don't remember my makeup. So what is like the standard rate as far as when you do people's faces?
My standard rate for soft glam, which is really natural makeup, starts at $85. So and you pass me with this stuff. So soft glam, is that just like where it's supposed to look natural still? Yeah,
like
it just looks natural, like just melt into the skin, look like what people think ain't makeup, but it is makeup.
Oh, gotcha. So what are the different types? So you said soft glam. What's another type, I guess, that you do, I guess?
I have a full artist glam, like if I do like the blue eyeshadow or smoky eyes, that's full artist. Then I had a glitter glam, that's when I put glitter on the person. I had a rhinestone glam where I do the eyeshadow looks with rhinestones all over.
So you can do it all, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, I guess you already said you already had the makeup. What if somebody uses a makeup that you don't use? Do you still use theirs, or you just make them kind of adapt?
Oh no, my clients don't bring nothing, no lashes, no nothing. They paying me to get service, so I provide everything.
Okay, I like that. Good answer. Now, if somebody wanted to see your work, do you have like a portfolio, or where can they find your work at?
They can find my work on my social media pages. I have a business page on Facebook, I have an Instagram, and and I have on my booking site. I have different pictures of my work, different shade ranges, different looks I did.
Oh, you got a booking site? You didn't even mention you had a booking site. What's the booking site?
Glam Artistry Code, Cutie site.
You supposed to leave with that just in case they ain't had time. Just in case y'all ain't got time to watch the whole thing. Hey, go ahead and book me. Now, you already kind of said the beauty products you prefer to use. You already said the name of it. Now, do you do weddings? Have you done one? Is it any added pressure when you like do a wedding? It's
definitely added pressure, and then you have to deal with bridezillas and the bridesmaids and think it's their day, but it's not their day.
How do you usually handle that?
I just pace myself and put my AirPods in.
Best way, like you don't hear them.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why my hair's always poofy, or it's in a bob, or yeah.
Have you ever had a client who like you did their makeup and they weren't satisfied with it afterwards? And how you handle that yourself?
I've never, since I took my business serious, I haven't had that issue. I think I had that issue one time. Did I think she just didn't like me.
Oh, okay. Now, I'm gonna shoot her some bail. Why would she book you if she ain't like you there? I mean, she had to pay you. If I ain't like you, I probably would book you.
Yeah, a personal issue.
Oh, okay, we're gonna leave that off camera now. We're gonna do something. We'll talk about that later. So, what's the end goal? What's the end goal with your business? What we trying to do?
The end goal with my business is that I want to own my own makeup studio. Well, pretty much makeup and hair studio. So I pretty much want an upscale salon with chandelier and champagne and all the works. My end goal is to have that with a couple of artists and hairstylists that come in and provide luxury services.
Do you work alone right now, or do you have people who work with you?
I work alone, but I have an assistant.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this: in 10 years, you would consider your business a success if?
In 10 years, I'm going to be a millionaire.
I like that. Okay, just
no
like that.
No doubt about that. I'm gonna have an M.
That's it. Talk your talk, queen. So, how far in advance do people need to book you if they need to get you?
Well, my booking, the way I do it, on the 15th of every month, the following month opens up. So, you know, upset the 15th at 9 a.m. and you try to get the spaces, and if you don't get it, but sometimes I have cancellations, or you know, people that need to be rescheduled and spaces become available, and I always post them on my Instagram story. So you know. So
basically, you check on the 15th. If you miss on the 15th, watch the story and hope somebody cancels.
Yeah.
Hey, that's straightforward. So give them all the sites again for people who don't know. You already know they need contact on the 15th. Where all can they? Well, I guess you don't need to go to the booking site. That's it. So tell them again the booking site, just in case they know.
Booking site, of course, it's a security site, so it's glamartistrycode.as.me, and it's linked in the bio on Instagram, and it's linked in the bio on the Facebook page.
All right. So, of course, we know you're a very talented makeup artist. Are you aware of any other talented makeup artists you want to acknowledge real quick?
Oh, of course, I'm friends with a couple of different people that do makeup as well. I have a homegirl, Ashley Underwood, she does makeup. Brandon Victoria, she does makeup. Let me see who else. I don't want to leave nobody out.
I don't leave nobody out now. If she does, she ain't doing it on purpose.
Sean Fowler, Brittany Cole, that's like a little sister to me. Nia Williams. I don't know.
Hey, shout
I feel like I'm a.
If she left you out, it wasn't on purpose. I promise. So. That really, I don't know a lot about makeup. What else do people need to know as far as just makeup in general, or being a makeup artist? What else do you feel like is important?
I think that everybody should understand that everyone can wear makeup. Whether or not you like it super light or super dramatic, I feel like makeup is universal and everybody can wear it.
Now let me ask you this. What's one thing you know now that you've been doing it for a while that you wish you would have known at the beginning?
To charge my worth. That's something I wish I would have known earlier. When I was doing $20, $25 faces, I wasn't really like...
You weren't even getting the money back in material, if that was the case.
When I first started out, of course, I wasn't using the really, really high-end products.
Oh, okay.
I still wasn't really making that.
And
then, but that only lasted for about 2 months.
Okay, so you learn quick. You ain't waste too much.
I learned quick. I wasn't making no money.
So, this is the open floor part of it. I don't have any more questions. If there's something you need to say while it's still being recorded, somebody you need to shout out, something you want to say, any specials coming up, just anything you want to say, this is your moment. It's all on you.
Just put all the pressure on me.
Hey, this is all on you.
Pretty much I just want to speak about my business, Glam Artistry Co. I just want to thank everybody that supported me from the very beginning, from when I was doing it in my dorm room and when I came back to Macon and I was doing it in my mama's living room. I just want to thank everybody that trusted the process, trusted me to even touch their face or put makeup on it, because it really changed the course of my life, because I really thought that, you know, going to college and getting a boring job at a cubicle was going to be the rest of my life, and I changed the route of my life, and everybody followed and supported me and booked me consistently and kept coming back to me. And it really means a lot to me, because my business is my passion, it's my baby.
Now that take a lot, especially like you said, you did have a real good job. A lot of people would have just took the security and not bet on themselves. So the fact you bet on yourself says a lot for you, because it's still some people sitting at them jobs they hate just because they scared of the unknown. So
betting on yourself is scary. It definitely is, because you hoping, you know, hopefully I can pay my rent, hopefully I can do this. You know, you betting on yourself, you putting all the pressure on yourself. It's definitely more stressful, but the freedom is worth it. I love everything about it. I love being able to wake up and do what I love to do. I'm not going in no bathroom crying at no office jobs because I don't want to be there. So, you know, transitioning from a 9-to-5 to being a full-time entrepreneur isn't for the weak, but it's definitely worth it, and I'm happy that that's something I decided to do.
No, definitely. It sounds like it's going well for you. And I think you just pretty much gave advice. I was about to say, if you want to give advice to some entrepreneur or somebody who want to be, you just told them, like, bet on yourself. It's not always easy, but it seems like it's always worth it at the end. So
if I wanted to specifically give any advice, I'd just say trust the process. It's gonna be days you're gonna want to cry, slide down the wall. You ain't gonna have no bookings. You're gonna be buying makeup. You're gonna be feeling like you're spending out all your money and ain't nobody dealing with you, booking you. Just don't give up the faith, because the clientele will come. If God gave you the talent to be able to take makeup and put it on someone's face and making it into a beautiful work of art, then the clientele will come. He gave you the talent, so the clientele will come. So all you gotta do is just trust the process.
You preaching right now. Okay, I hear you now. So we just sat here and discussed. Like I said, you're a very talented makeup artist, hardworking entrepreneur, inspiration to some people, like I said, who's scared to do what you already did, which is bet on yourself. So we just sat here and talked about how talented you were. You're a hardworking entrepreneur. You got an excellent business. You're an inspiration to people who may be scared to do what you already did. We sat here and acknowledged all the great things you've done, but you know how every episode of The Road Is Gone ends. I need you to tell somebody. You don't got to know them personally. You just see them working and passing. I need you to give them their recognition for the hard work they're doing as well. So the same way we gave you your flowers, I need you to give somebody else their flowers to end this.
Okay, I definitely want to give flowers to my older brother, Tiffany Scott, aka Plug 478. He's a 6-figure sneaker reseller. He actually made over $300K last year with making shoes, and he's definitely been a big support system for me, and he definitely deserves his flowers, because he invested in me and told me to bet on myself those days I wanted to cry and slide down the wall.
Oh, that's
He was there to catch me, but he definitely deserves his flowers, because he started from nothing just like I did, and had to bet on himself and hope that the shoes would be rebought, and you know, he trusted the process, definitely, and now he at his own leisure.
Yeah, he doing it big time. Shout out to him, most definitely. Anything else you want to say while the camera's still rolling? Any shout outs you owe somebody? Anything you want to say?
I like to mention my cosmetics business.
Do your thing. It's for you.
Okay, I also own a cosmetics business. Well, my online persona is Glam at Tiffany. So I have Glam at Tiffany's Co. That's my own cosmetic line. It's brow products, concealer, lashes, lip glosses, you name it. All under my brand. Pink packaging with glam wrote on it. So me, so cute, and it's good quality products, and that's something I'm really passionate about, because you know, with black women, it's really hard for us to find products that's really good for us and that look good on us as well, on top of being good quality. So
now I'm asking you one thing. Why are we just mentioning that business at the end?
No, I didn't think about it. I'm nervous.
Hey, you doing fine. If you're nervous, I can't tell. You did a good job with messing with you. You sure we ain't got no more businesses? We just remember though before we close this out.
That's what I was.
Did you say everything you needed to about that business? If people need to buy stuff from that business, where can they get it from? The same place or?
Oh, okay, so you need to purchase Glam and Tiffany Scott products. I have a separate website that's completely cosmetic website.
Yeah, shout out another business that they can't even book with. So if somebody needs to buy something from this second business, where can they get it from?
They can buy it on my official cosmetics website, www.glamandtiffanyco.com. It's the big pink website, lashes, lip gloss, you name it. Everything you think of is on there.
I'll throw something about their business in the beginning in case they don't watch the whole thing.
I know.
Hopefully they'll figure it out. It's just fine. Other than that, now you sure nothing else we need to say before we close this thing out?
No, I don't have any other businesses that I have going on. I just like to tell everybody to stay tuned because I have big plans and big projects that I have going on. I actually have a project coming up next month with a blue check celebrity.
Talk your talk then.
So yeah, so just stay tuned and you're gonna be shocked.
Alright, I like that. Well, if you don't have anything else to say, it definitely was my pleasure. My name is Lawrence Ray and this was The Road.